And just about now the all-in should be trailing off. I might have one more little attack in me, but nothing that's gonna work. Let me see.
This is where you make 30 banelings and just go for it. Oh, so many lings dead.
Yeah, you might want to pull the lings behind the spine crawler and wait for me to engage the spine crawlers with the banelings. Yeah, just pull the drones. Good game.
Cool.
Exactly what you want to do. Usually with those first 8 Zerglings, you kind of want to be pressuring a little bit earlier so that I can't even quite like morph the Banelings immediately.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that in the back of my head, but I don't know, my hands didn't listen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you still held it off. So yeah, that's pretty much that as far as like holding off one base attacks. And then Roaches are even easier to react to than Speedling, Baneling as far as one base all in, so should be good there.
Alright, well I think, how are we doing on time?
We still have 20 minutes.
So how about this? Let's play one more game where we'll both go fast expand, and I'm sure I'll have questions throughout. And then after that, if we have a few minutes, maybe we can do some Q&A with the people on the stream.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Awesome.
Alright. Go ahead and get a good map for this.
Perfect.
Now, fast expand and versus fast expand openings, you want to always open Speedling from my knowledge. So Speedling into Roach or into Baneling. It's really important that you get a good amount of Speedlings early on, because that's going to force more spine crawlers or stack defense from your opponent, or B, it's going to force more Zerglings from your opponent. Either way, you know, it's lowering their potential income.
Yeah. That's definitely a similar experience to what I kind of feel. However, I'm always like, if they go Roach, at what point do I have to transition? Because I feel like if I go Speedling and he goes Roach and I don't do some real damage, that I can't really transition in time to be in a good place.
Well, if they go Roach, it's kind of the same thing. Like, you're not worried about pressure from them because of the fact that he has to get Roach speed before he can move out. So you make the same thing, like 10 speed Zerglings and then just drone while he ruins his economy with early Roaches and no Speedlings.
Okay. Well, that is better than making 30 Speedlings and attacking into his ramp.
Yeah, no.
Like
yeah,
I've done in the past.
I see. Yeah, if ever you have any sort of a map control advantage with Speedlings versus Roaches, you're always just going to drone. He can't punish you for it unless it's close positions on particular maps. Like Steps of War, you know, they might be able to deal some sort of damage to you if they lay down a few spine crawlers in their main and counter, but either way they're ruining their, you know, economy early on. Yeah, you always got to take advantage of that map control, and that's why I'm suggesting that you always open Speedling into Roach or Speedling into Baneling.
Okay. So here's another question. I feel like on Metalopolis, if you're at 9 o'clock, fast expanding really sucks. Do you have an opinion on that?
Yeah, it's not ideal, like compared with the other bases, but yeah, I don't know. It's still fine. It's something you can kind of get over.
Okay.
And remember, once again, you always want to drone scout when you go hatchery first. Yeah, you need to see if they're going hatchery first, so that you're not, you know, cutting too many drones early on.
Walking into a 6-pool.
Yep. Well, I mean, you won't be able to stop the 6-pool, but there's different adjustments depending upon what build your opponent's doing.
Okay. When did you get that second Overlord?
I get it at 17 supply. Well, it depends. Like, right now I'm getting at 17 supply because I scouted you. I saw you're going hatchery first. I'm going hatchery first, so I'm gaining a drone advantage. But if you hadn't scouted them on time, it would still just be that same Overlord after pool on like 16.
Alright, so you're going hatch first. Do I want to put down those 2 spines, or do I just want to get gas and get speed?
Nope. No spines. Just gas, speed. Use your first 2 queens to defend any sort of like 6 Zergling push that's going to happen. But you want to start making Zerglings immediately.
Like now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because if they get their gas on time like I did, the Speedling push comes pretty quick.
Yeah, you got your gas well before me, which is scary.
Yeah. Did you scout cross map?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, well, if you'd scouted me at the same time, you would have been able to just go gas before pool as well. And, so that's kind of why the drone scout's so important that early. So obviously you see me, I'm producing
Yeah, I see speed.
pure Zergling. So you want to be producing almost pure Zergling as well, and then just use queens to kind of gain yourself the advantage to where I can't pressure. Because I may have 14 Zerglings, but you should have 14 Zerglings by the time I get there, and your queen. So.
Yep.
And you need to quickly choose to transition to either that 1 base Baneling bus that I was telling you about, or 2 base Baneling bus, or 2 base Roach. You can't stick on Zerglings with speed for very long.
I like these positions for Roach, so
Yep.
that's what we'll do.
I do as well. It's quicker, it's more of a threat. There are potential timings for 2 base Roach pushes, especially after Speedling early on. So that's not bad. Like, as long as you have the Speedlings to support, you still have map control. The tricky part is like when to add in drones in these positions.
Yeah, I'm kind of...
Same thing. I just start trickling them in, like 2 at a time. I'll make my roaches, and then I'll, make 4 roaches and put down 1 or 2 drones.
You're a jerk. Oh, transfuse didn't work. I was gonna trick you. So, I'm adding my second gas now. Is that late?
I haven't even added my second gas. I cut more drones than you did though, just to kind of deal a little bit of pressure. I'm getting my second gas right now though, so it's about a good timing. The 1 gas isn't going to support 2 base Roach for very long.
And what about layer? Have you already started yours?
No, I have not. You really got to be careful with this. It comes, the pressure, the distance between our bases and the Speedlings.
Yep.
Everything comes so quick.
I'm
not
waiting
far
for
off from
a
layer,
big
though.
run by. Yeah, I'm gonna be starting layer with my next 100 gas. So. And you're producing purely units at this point?
No, mixing in roaches and mixing in drones.
Alright. And I can't push until roach speed. That's the rule, right?
No, close positions, once you have Zergling speed, you can push. So you can feel free to push. It's more just the counters that you would have been worried about, but because of the Zergling speed, it's not a factor.
I definitely forgot my Evo chamber. Now, if these were cross positions, would you be more prone to go Zergling?
Zergling Baneling? Yeah, definitely.
How do you feel about mixing in a couple Banelings with your Roach army?
It's not bad if you see that they're very Zergling heavy, but for all that tech and things, just for a few roaches or a few banelings, I don't quite think it's worth it. You know, I just have the same initial Zerglings I've had, so... And I'm mainly going Roach now, so it'd kind of be a waste of that Vespian.
Okay.
You also want to take your Vespian geysers as your lair finishes at your natural.
Yeah, I took them, probably when it was halfway done.
Okay.
Maybe a little early, so... And I've just started my infestation pit, so I don't know if that's too soon, but I feel like my
yeah, I think it's a little too
decent.
soon. You'd probably be vulnerable to like a +1 Roach timing.
Do you like to harass with burrowed infestors?
I don't use it too much just because it's so risky. Like most Zerg players are going to have those overseers running around.
That's what I forgot.
I like it against Terran. Not particularly ZvZ though.
I've been trying to mix a lot of infestor play into my ZvZ. That's probably why I've been losing so much, huh?
Oh, they're great, just not the harass, I don't think.
Oh gosh. That army looks bigger than mine. Yeah, I'm dead. Well, maybe not, with reinforcements. Come on, queens, need some... Oh, no, that's not gonna happen. Yeah. So I think I teched a little too hard.
Yeah, maybe take it. The gas at your expansion and the overseer is probably just, or the infestor is probably just a little too much.
So at what point am I safe to throw down that infestation pit?
I think around the same time, like once you get your Roach speed +1 going, and you're starting to like take a third, possibly.
Okay. All right. That's a frustrating matchup to play when it's double fast expand. It's just like...
Yeah, it is. It's very frustrating.
But GG.
Alright, good game. It's also much easier to tech switch with fast expand versus fast expand. I mean, like Roach into Muta, so you got to be double careful as far as you know, scouting for Muta tech, just because you know it can seem so normal. They can have 10 Roaches and be going Spire at the same time. So,
but when those mutas pop, you just push and you go kill them, right?
Yeah, yeah, and they have to react to it.
Which should buy you time, and it's almost impossible to not do damage in that situation unless you're just worlds behind, right?
Yeah.
So okay, well let's if you're cool with taking some questions, let's open it up to the folks on the stream, and
yeah, definitely.
That sound good? All right, so everybody on the stream, let's start asking questions for Machine. It doesn't have to be ZvZ.